folks, it's that time of week again, Lions Den, and now with a brand new background, thanks to Mr.
Zach Youngblood.
Zach Youngblood. Thank you so much for your awesome artwork. And before we kick things off, we got Coach Taylor with us here this week. But before we kick things off, let's look at some of the highlights from last week's, 2 weeks ago game, Ozona versus Brady, where we took the W, 28-14.
Sir.
And here's some of the highlights, Coach. We can talk about those as we watch them.
Because they returned the kickoff, so they're in the red zone pretty much to start the series, and to keep them out of the end zone is huge. That was a great way to start.
Childers with a 15-yard pass to Lane Smith.
This is just, he's uncovered, so we get the ball to Lane real quick and just let him do his thing. He's a speedy guy.
45-yard touchdown pass to Lane Smith once again.
This right here, it's a design run play, but we have the option to throw it. We're not supposed to throw it this late because you can see in the film that we got a lot of linemen downfield, so there probably should have been a flag, but there was no flag, so it still counts. Brady's probably still upset about that.
A 10-yard gain right here is a first down play.
This is something that Dusty brings to the table is just his ability to run the ball. I mean, that's a big loss for us. I know Dusty broke his collarbone. But he's very dynamic, so we're going to miss those skills right there. Here he is again, just making a big play just because he's so shifty, so fast, just like his brother.
16-yard touchdown pass to Lane Smith.
This was huge because this is fourth down. It was 4th and goal from the 16, and we were able to get it in.
Once again, Childers with a 10-yard pass to Lane.
I think we only had 7 or 8 completions this game, and 6 of them went to Lane, I believe.
De La Garza with a 1-yard touchdown run.
DLG's been doing a heck of a job running the ball for us this year. He's a tough runner. He doesn't go down easy. Been real proud of him.
What about this 46-yard?
Man, this was actually a busted play. We don't run the right route. And on the headset, Coach Reese was asking me, why did Lane run this route? And I said, who cares? That was a huge play. It worked.
Rigo Treto, fumble recovery.
Always on defense, one of the biggest things is getting turnovers, getting the ball back to the offense, and just anytime we can do that, that's huge. Rigo was able to get 2 for us against Brady. He's a squirrely little guy.
Well, and as we close the highlights right here, Coach, one of the things you talked about is losing Dusty. I think Charles already getting comfortable knowing that y'all had that option of moving back and forth, and now once again, if we get this far into the season, now Charles is going to have to step up, which me and Quentin talk about. I think he stepped up. I think the one play that made me think, man, this kid's stepping it up and getting comfortable was that one play with Lane where, man, he was blocking defensive players with one hand and then still throws that ball. I think he's getting there. I think he's growing up. But once again, he's going to have to take that leadership role all to himself once again without Lane being there.
Right. With every game we play, it's just a little bit more experience for him. Because, coming into this, he has 0 experience playing quarterback. But he's starting to get a little more confidence. We're working really hard on technique right now, just being able to throw the ball better and things like that. But I think he's ready to take on the role. And I think one thing that kind of helps is, everyone knows, okay, he's our quarterback. Every series, this is our quarterback and this is what we're doing type of deal. Sometimes when you trade in and out, it can cause some consistency problems. Sometimes I think it was okay with what we were doing with just the dynamic, the 2 different strengths that they had. Because Charles doesn't move quite like Dusty. Obviously, we always give him a hard time about it. But I think taking on this full-time role is going to be good for him. And it's going to be good for the team.
Yes, sir.
But we're going to be excited when Dusty comes back, though, because
Yes,
he'll be
sir.
back eventually.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One thing I noticed is I feel like Charles has got a connection with his receivers now. You know, on a busted play, they kind of know what's going on. If something happens, you know, or they send something on defense that was, you know, a blitz I wouldn't, you know,
Right.
expected or something. I feel like the offense, the whole team has a connection with each other now. You know, it takes time to build that. You know, and I feel like since the years gone on, we have built that connection with each other. You can see it with the running backs and the defense, especially with the quarterbacks and the receivers. You know.
Right. There is some times over the last couple of games where Charles and the receivers do something wasn't quite planned on, you know, but it works. And then when they come to the sideline, I'm like, what was that? Because I don't even know what they're doing. And they just they look at each other and they know what they're talking about just looking at each other, and they make the play. And we always told them, we're okay, you know, if you do something like that and it works, it's good.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that, man, I see Charles walking down, you know, on the JV, around the stands, the JV games, or see him around town, and it's like, man, I wouldn't mind sitting in that huddle just to see the leadership, because you know he is making that relationship better with his receivers, because we had a quarterback like that when I was in high school. It was Justin Brown, a buddy of mine, and he had that connection. I mean, I remember I think it was his brother would come in with the play, and he'd be like, "It's not going to work." And he'd be like, "Well, you got to run that play." So what the coach is like, "It's not going to roll. Just do this, guys." And we knew, okay, we're going to run the play, but we're going to do something else and kind of help the play. And that's what I think it helps, having those smart kids, like you said from the beginning. Charles is a kid that is reading the game. He loves the game enough to kind of see what, you know, he's not doing it to be maliciously doing it. He's doing it because he wants the team to succeed, and he's looking for those opportunities. And I think he's connecting awesome, like you said, with the receivers. And are these district games already, Coach? Was Brady the first one, or
this will be the
tonight?
first one? Johnson City will be the first one.
Johnson City will be the first district game, and
Yes, sir.
and it's baseball is postseason, ain't it? Once the playoff game starts, so I guess we're starting that, and it's district game here with the Lions. And who we playing for our first district game?
We've got Johnson City Eagles, you know, and we'll be going to Johnson City Friday night. I think something that's pretty common, I guess, after being here second year is, you know, they're a lot bigger than us, taller, things like that on average. I think we have a good shot, though, to win the game. I know the kids are excited about it. And, you know, I've never been to Johnson City as far as playing a game there. I've driven through it. But I'm kind of excited to see what it's like there in Johnson City. Know the coach there pretty well. Give him a shout out because he's going to watch this. He likes to say booyah all the time. So, booyah, Coach Sign. I know you're going to watch this. Try to get every edge that he can. You know, I think last year we ended up playing them very last week after Mason because of COVID.
That's right.
And they had a really good group, and they were young, you know, so they got almost everybody back. And so I think it's going to be a good game. They're picked to win. They're picked second in the district. We're picked third and fourth to some, but I think it'll be a good game.
That's good. I think our fans are ready. I mean, a week without football, it felt like a whole summer, I guess. And so if the coach is watching, I guess we're not going to talk about the annexation of Puerto Rico tonight.
Yeah, we'll keep that
or
one a
this
secret.
morning. We'll keep it a secret. But I know the fans are ready. I know the fans are ready for Friday night football in Johnson City, and it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a great test for our Lions, I guess. Being the first district game, it's be the perfect game for us to get started. And man, Quentin, got anything?
Well, no, they run a kind of an offense like we've seen throughout the season with the shotgun, and
They're very mixed, I would say. You know, if you ask Coach Green, you know, he'll start getting frustrated because they run a lot of different things, a lot of different formations and different looks. So you'll see a mixture of spread things like we do, mixture of Menard stuff where they're under center, I formation, things like that. You'll get a good mix of it.
see, I'm real impressed with our linebackers. You know, Cantu, it doesn't matter how big a running back is or who's coming up the middle. It seems like he meets them at the line of
Right.
scrimmage no matter what. And he stood most of them up.
They do a good job.
Yeah,
Brady's running back was
Yes.
big. That was
And-
a lot bigger than I thought when I saw him in person.
Yeah, that's one of the things, you just reminded me of, De La Garza. Man, I mean, that kid was carrying like 2 or 3 of those defensive line guys on him, and I was like, man, that kid wants to play some football.
He runs
And it feels
hard.
good to see it, as a fan to see them kids want it that bad. And Lane, Ben, I hadn't seen Lane. I wanted to pick on Lane because he dropped a couple passes the game before, and I was like, man, I didn't get to pick on him. He got it all together again, so I'm not going to be able to say nothing. So,
Right.
but man, we're excited. We're excited to watch our Lions and fans. Y'all got anything else or?
No, I think we've covered everything. It's gonna be an exciting game.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait to get out there and watch
And,
all this stuff and how everything happens. I feel like we've came together at the right time. I feel like we're gonna surprise a lot of people in the district, or what people are picking and stuff like that. I think we've came together on both sides of the ball. And we've seen plays that expanded. That some other people may pick up on or something like that, but they don't understand what the kids are doing there. That there's plays. The start of the season, it seemed like maybe one or two players were having trouble with a play that was a little more harder. Had more stuff going on, and now it seems like it's just all coming together, and they're just nailing it, and it's working because it's like their check down receiver stuff like that. They're hitting it. They know where to look and stuff, and it looks awesome.
I think something we always talk about is each week, especially through non-district, each week, no matter what happens, we have to get better. Even though we started 0-3, and so that's not very fun. It's very frustrating, but we got to get better each week. And eventually get on a roll. And we're kind of moving that direction coming into district, which is huge to have that momentum.
And frustrating thing is because we could have been 3-0 because we didn't lose the games by,
Yes, it is very frustrating.
very close.
And
it
there's-
stays with you forever. too.
There's lots of fans that I've talked to that's the same thing. Like, man, we didn't lose those games. It was just little things that.
My dad watches. and he
But
thinks that.
man, it's like bull riding, buddy. You can't sit there and worry about the last bull. You got to worry about the next one because that's the
Right.
one that's going to get you. So.
Is there some bull riding happening soon or what?
Oh man, this weekend we're man, I can't keep my phone. It keeps ringing from all these ladies that want to come dance.
With Coach Knippa?
Coach Knippa.
Perfect.
So
We got 2 more, Coach Brockman and Coach Feaster. I don't mention them much because they don't need as much help as Coach Knippa.
well, I mean it's Saturday night. They're ready. They're ready to
Alright.
go do some dancing and yeah, we got the bull riding and I got a phone call last night. I don't know if she's a coach. Is she a coach? Tennis coach maybe in junior high?
We have
Ms.
one.
Duarte?
Oh, no, she's at the elementary, but she's the softball
Elementary.
coach.
Softball coach. Well, you see, her dad was in 2014, I believe, or 15, was the celebrity bull rider,
Really?
and she texted last night and said, "I want to outdo my dad."
Coach Duarte is going to get on a bull.
So the thing is, if we find a bull for Coach Duarte from here till Saturday, she's gonna be our celebrity bull rider.
Wow.
So
I'm very excited about that now.
So yeah,
And,
and
she has a daughter, and I'm not sure if she's pre-K or kindergarten, but I'm excited for her to get to high school because she might be one of our best football players.
man, I've been
She
watching
whips up
the-
on all
the
those boys
flag,
down there.
I've been watching the flag football. Those girls look like they might have to be suited up by the time they get to high
That's what
school.
I'm saying.
So
We're ready for you, Finley.
yeah, start thinking about it. So yeah, y'all come out Friday night and watch the Lions win over the Eagles, and then come celebrate. Come watch Coach Duarte stick it on the bull for
Right.
8 seconds.
I know my wife wants Baby Jet to make an appearance, so
Well,
we're going to see about
I'm
that.
gonna tell you what. We've been thinking about this, and I'm getting with Mr. McGuire this afternoon. We do have a brand new announcer's box. It's air conditioned, climate controlled. So we might make that a spot.
Okay.
Baby Jet to hang out.
We'll have to check that out. Yeah.
To,
'Cause she doesn't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
And so I told her, I'll stay and take care of Jet. And she's like, no, we're all going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think the crowd would love to see Baby Jet.
All right. that would be
I
good.
think the whole town would be ready to watch and meet them. We got a big screen. We can put them up there in the big screen so we can say hi to the crowd.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And but yeah, it's gonna be an awesome weekend. It's gonna be an awesome weekend. And, you know, want to say thanks once again to Coach
Youngblood.
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause,
I'd like to say when I first met him, I knew by his beard that he was an artist. So I'm glad to see it
Yes.
finally,
This
show.
is beautiful. And next to the beautiful art is our sponsors. So I want to say thanks to them. West Texas Rehab, Ozona Bank, Tom Thorpe Transports, First Baptist Church of Ozona, and Bunger Real Estate. Thank y'all so much for making this show possible. And y'all come out Friday night and support our Lions. And if you can't make it, you can watch us at www.ozonalions.com and come out Saturday night. We got lots of exciting things for y'all this weekend here in Crockett County. So good luck, Ozona Lions, and see y'all Friday night.